Hello, friends. I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey where I check out all the music I missed out on over the years and share my great finds with you. Some of you share your great finds with me, which is what Andy has done over on Ko-fi. And we are going to be listening to Paris Paloma Labour. This is live. Now, Andy did send 2 videos, so we will probably check out the video to this, the music video, at a later date. But for now, let's check out the live version. We'll stop and start just for copyright purposes, basically. Oh, oh! Very dramatic start.
All right, everybody, I need you to sing this next song with me. You ready?
I'm not ready, but I'll try.
All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin.
Oh, it's this.
To attend him, so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7, baby machine, so he can live out his big
I've heard this.
It's not an act of love if you make her. You made me do too much labor.
I have heard this.
Hanging on so tight to the roof that I'm hanging from. Off this island, this was an escape plan. Carefully timed this, so let me go and dive into the waves below.
Okay, starting off. Yeah, I recognise the chorus massively. That's a very familiar one that's been out recently, I'm sure. She started off with the chorus. The verse, why are you hanging on so tight to the rope that I'm hanging from? Sounds like a toxic relationship. Off this island. This was an escape plan. Carefully timed it, so let me go. A dive into the waves below. She's diving into the deep end. It can be scary leaving a toxic relationship, but actually it's probably the most healthiest thing that anyone can do. Having an escape plan is scary because the other person involved that you're trying to get away from can find out or not allow you to go, or try and make it very difficult. So that's kind of rough. The rest of the chorus that she said at the start, I can't see that in the lyrics at the moment, so I'll wait till that comes up, I think. But so far, yeah, quite a good, powerful song. Some bits remind me of Aurora.
Who fixes up the gables? Emotional torture from the head of your high table. Who fetches the water from the Rocky Mountain spring and walk back down again to feel your words and their sharp sting? And what? And I'm getting fucking tired. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? There's somebody I thought was my savior. You sure made me do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is blacking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts all the chamber. You made me do too much labor.
Okay, I haven't heard this bit. I wonder if it's like something I've heard on shorts a lot. One of those like viral songs. I think it is something I've heard on TikTok or something. Who tends the orchards? Who fixes up the gables? Emotional torture from the head of your high table. The song's called Labour, and it seems like she's done all the hard work. It's been very one-sided, and she's exhausted. She isn't really getting anything back. She's being worked to the bone, and there's no real reward there. Who fetches the water from the Rocky Mountain spring and walks back down again to feel your words and their sharp sting? You know, you do so much for someone, and the least they can do is appreciate that and make you feel good about it. But to say that she feels their words and sharp sting is not a good feeling at all. So that's a really bad situation and would make you have feelings of resentment for the person and want to get out of there. And she says, and I'm getting fucking tired because, yeah, of course. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting, like blood vessels are about to burst. She's worked so hard. People talk about bursting a blood vessel if you've strained a lot. So that seems appropriate. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? It doesn't seem like it would be, does it? For somebody I thought was my savior, you sure make me do a whole lot of labor. Oh, wow. There's the word. Someone who, yeah, it's quite obvious, isn't it? The lyrics. I'm kind of saying the same thing over and over again, but it's doesn't make it seem like a very nice relationship at all. The calloused skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? Again, it's saying the same thing. If our love died, would it be the worst thing? If our love ends, would it be a bad thing? Callous skin on your hands. Your hands are like dry and overworked, and if they start cracking, they're not looked after. And she's working to the bone again to keep up with this person's demands, which seems very unfair and absolutely not on, ultimately. And the silence haunts our bedchamber. You make me do too much labour. There's resentment there. They're not intimate. They're not happy. What's the point? What is the point? Okay, very good.
If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts our bedchamber. You made me do too much labour. Apologies for my tongue, and never yours. Busy lapping from flowing cup and stabbing with your fork. I know you're a smart man, and weaponize the false incompetence, its dominance under a guise. If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the head of your high table. She'd do what you told her. She'd meet the same cruel fate. So now I've gotta run, so I can undo this mistake. At least I've gotta try.
Whoa.
The capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? 'Cause somebody I thought was my savior sure made me do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts our chamber. You made me do too much labor. All right, in a minute, I need you to get.
Hang on. We will come to that. We will listen to that part in full. Apologies from my tongue, never yours. One-sided. That's really unfair. That would make me resent someone so much. In fact, I've been in that situation more than once where someone is making you feel small and unappreciated, and somehow they want to fight, and suddenly it's your fault that they got annoyed, that they didn't want to talk about something important, that they didn't want to do something, and it's your fault suddenly that this has happened, even though it's not. When you think about it logically, it's usually a prediction on their side. But regardless, if you're the one that's always apologizing and it feels unfair, that gets tiring very quickly. It's unhealthy. It's not good. And you start believing that it's your fault to an extent. But again, being able to step back, come away from it, sometimes gives you a bit of a clearer headspace, a clearer view of things. And a lot of the time I see situations like this and it's not their fault. So yeah, don't go too hard on yourself if that is you. But also, people that take accountability should do so, or people that should take accountability should do so. So, like, there might be things where we can hold our hands up and say, that was my mistake, or not. I think we can understand we've got a level of what's right and what's wrong. But it does seem like this sort of relationship seems like the person that causes all this toxicity is usually the person at fault, but they make us feel like we're the bad person. It's really unfair, and it's a kind of manipulation tactic, gaslight tactic that can make us feel smaller and smaller. So apologies for my tongue, never yours. Busy lapping from flowing cup. My cup overflows. My cup, was it overfloweth or something? Saying they're all good. They're all indulging, happy, fine, not putting any of the work in. Stabbing with your fork as well is a little bit malicious. I know you're a smart man and weaponize the false incompetence. It's dominance under a guise. Someone trying to assert dominance over somebody. It says here, discussions women were having regarding weaponizing competence and its role in the existence of a double burden on women in the 21st century, being expected to both work professionally and do domestic labor, while men simply have the former, just work professionally and not do the work at home, not do any cooking or cleaning or anything that requires the general upkeep of a household. It's kind of weird that was put on women quite a lot in the older days, and not so much now, but there are still people with outdated views and stuff. But dominance under a guise. If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the head of your high table. So you're doing how you would teach her what you would cause. She's thinking logically here. She's thinking sensibly, in that she knows they shouldn't have a daughter together or have a child together, because that child is going to have a father, now we know, that does not provide a very good upbringing or start to life. And that doesn't seem like a very solid foundation to start from. If it's not a solid foundation at the moment, it would be probably irresponsible of someone to bring a child into the world with someone they don't feel is suitable to be a father/mother, parent, should we say. She'd do what you taught her. She'd meet the same cruel fate. It's pretty much what I just said. So now I got to run so I can undo this mistake. At least I've got to try. So at least she's doing the sensible thing. She's saying that it would be silly, so I better try and get out of this and avoid such a situation happening. Repeating patterns and perhaps meeting people who are not right for her. People that have abusive parents can look for those patterns in other people, and so it's quite dangerous. Back to the chorus, the capillaries in my eyes are bursting, and then it ends on silence haunts our bedchamber. You make me do too much labor. Then there's this bridge. I think this is the thing that they started with, the section. This is the one that I've definitely heard all day, every day. Therapist, mother, maid. I've heard this bit. I've never listened to the lyrics. I just know it comes on a lot, or it did come on a lot when I was scrolling through shorts.
Sure, maybe too. A whole lot of labor. Stick out the skin on my hands. It's cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence haunts our chamber. You, maybe too. Alright, in a minute I need you to get even even louder if that is possible.
The screaming.
Are you ready? All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him, so that he never lifts a finger, 24/7, baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him, so that he never lifts a finger, 24/7, baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. The capillaries in my eyes are bursting, if I died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, sure made me do a whole lot of labor. The cow skin on my hands is cracking, if I love it, would that be a bad thing? And the sun falls off at a string, but you made me do too much labor. Thank you so much. I love you all so much.
It's a very catchy one, isn't it? Man. It's a very powerful one. That bridge, saying I hear it a lot, but it's one of those, you just hear it over and over again. You don't really pay too much attention to it sometimes. And just reading it all day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, doing all the things, all the jobs, expected to do that. I see a lot of mothers expected to do all these things. And the wildest thing is getting told by their partners that how dare they complain that they are working hard when the partner is out at work and comes home and expects not to help or look after the child or whatever. I can imagine it's not fun. Having to look after a child is a lot of work. Coming home from work, you do want a bit of a rest, you do want a bit of a chill out. But I think there are lots of people who don't come up with a plan of attack, and it seems to fall on the mother to just do it. I'm not saying this is always the case, but I've seen this in so many situations where the partner just picks and chooses when they should look after the child. Lots of relationships had failed from that. And like I say, it's not everyone. It's not everyone. There's some really good parents out there, but it's it feels like a very common issue that people have. Anyway, all day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant. It's these contradicting things, right? Nymph, a person who's promiscuous. Here it says sexually attractive figures. Alternatively, virgin literally means someone who's never had sex, or implies they would not be sexually active or attractive, it says here. Nurse, then a servant. It's doing all sorts of care. Basically all the jobs, doing all the jobs. A servant, you shouldn't be a servant to anyone, should you? Like, just an appendage, live to attend him. the word appendage illustrates that through this patriarchal society, women are not viewed as individuals, but yet an addition to their husband, it says here. Um, this emphasizes the ideology that women aren't capable of being able to withhold their own sense of being and are only viewed and created to be the supporting role and assistance to their husband being their sole focus of life. It's so outdated, but there are people still out there that have these views, and it's wild. Live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. So he's going to get violent if you don't do this. That's worrying. That's a red flag. 24/7 baby machine. A lot of women are seen as baby makers. There's a whole subject to go on about this, but a lot of people want to get involved in the act, but if there are consequences to that act, it's on the woman. It's not always the case, but that happens a lot. 24/7 baby machine so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her. You make me do so much labor. Picket fence dreams is like this fantasy of being a happy family, I guess. Having the white picket fence. I don't know where that came from, but this dream that if you were successful and happy, you would get a fancy house with a white picket fence. Weird thing, but that has become a thing, a societal thing that's common. Talking about this, not an act of love if you make her. Like, yeah, you can't love someone if you're making them do things and they don't really want to, or they shouldn't be, right? It's just not right. Then it repeats that a couple of times. So yeah, I think she's got some good points there, and it's essentially someone that's not happy with their relationship because they're not treated like an equal. It's not that hard. Someone that's just there playing a role of the doting wife to their husband, or they're essentially a slave, like, that's not a good, healthy relationship. So, very good points. Love it. I don't think I've seen the music video to that, so I'll have to check that out at some point as well. It's definitely one that I've heard, but only the bridge. I hadn't heard the other bits, so I'm glad I hadn't. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Andy, for the suggestion over on Ko-fi, and thank you to anyone watching this video now. You are going above and beyond supporting me just by viewing, so thank you. If you want to do even more, you can. It's optional. There is a Patreon. You can join for free. Links are below. You can join from £1 and up to get your name on the thank you board at the end of my videos, but you don't have to do anything. Like I say, you're already going above and beyond, so thank you so much. Take care. See you soon, hopefully. Bye bye.